News, breaking news.
But first, that breaking news is the Wichita City Council makes its pick for the next city manager within the last couple of hours.
The council in a 5-2 vote choosing to enter into contract negotiations with Dennis Marstall. Sophia Jernander joins us live at City Hall to tell us more about the pick. Sophia?
Rachel, Mike, just over an hour ago, the Wichita City Council voted to enter into contract negotiations with Dennis Marstall for city manager. The vote was 5-2 with Brandon Johnson and Mike Hoheisel opposed. Johnson in particular did express concerns with the selection process, which was his reason for voting no. Marstall previously worked as assistant city manager in Manhattan, Kansas, and most recently has been working as a county administrator in South Carolina. Previously, he has said he will work to meet all Wichitans' needs.
I am deeply concerned about this process. I will not be supporting either finalist moving forward. To be clear, this is more about the process than the specific finalist.
I am really grateful that this process allowed for someone that will bring a new perspective and leadership into Wichita.
If Marstall accepts the city's offer, he will replace current city manager Robert Layton, who is leaving at the end of the year. In Wichita, Sophia Jernander, 12 News.